Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. Villa versus Man United FA Cup. Guys, FA Cup. Where does everyone stand on this? I think we can all not all agree, but I think a lot of people would agree that the FA Cup is not the trophy it used to be. And look, I still think in terms of our position in the league and within the last few years of where Man United has been at, I think it's a trophy that we need, in my opinion. I think since we got kicked out of the Carabao Cup against West Ham, that's even more so of a less important trophy, in my opinion. I think we need this trophy, FA Cup. I think that the Champions League is going to be a tough one. The league, again, we talked about this top four looking a bit sticky for us, I'm not going to lie, and it kind of worries me a bit. So in terms of the FA Cup, I think we need to go for it, to be honest. We're gonna have more games, of course, coming up. With Champions League, within February, March, of course, we're going to have the Champions League games. The league games will be a few more. Of course, we still need to play Brentford and Brighton. But I would go for it, man. If I was Ranić, I would just go for it. Again, this system thing, guys. One thing I wanted to talk about as well is, I'm really starting to question what's happening now. Is the system being abandoned by the players? Are the players not listening? Is Ranić, starting to see that the players can't do what he's telling them to do, and essentially within that Wolves game, I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect any sort of press from the team when you're playing Matic, Jones, and Wan-Bissaka. I'm going to be completely honest. I think those players kind of limit us to a certain extent when it comes to pressing, and of course Matic, we know that's the sort of thing he's not going to do. He's older, he's slow, he's always been slow. And when we look at someone, for example, like Jones, who just came back, how can you expect him to fit into the system straight away, even though, it was our best player against Wolves? So, guys, in terms of Villa, what would I do? Let's start with this. What would I do? I would go with a strong team. I would go with De Gea. I would go with Dalot at right back. I would go with Varane. I'll probably go with Jones. I'm not even going to lie. I'll probably go Jones, Varane, and then I'll stick with Luke Shaw at left back. I think I think Tillers will come back in here and there. I just hope Ranić doesn't go with the same team where if we win this game, it'll be like, oh, this team won, I'll use them against Villa again in the league. Nope, don't want to see that. Different games. Of course, it's the same team, but there needs to be rotation here, and you shouldn't judge a win to the point where, yeah, we should use them again because they won against that team. I know Villa's the same team, but I still think even if you played the same team a couple of days apart, you still need a bit of rotation. But in terms of the FA Cup, I would play that back four. I think Dalot, again, is someone who is going to thrive in Ranić's system if it's implemented properly. So, Wan-Bissaka, again, I like Wan-Bissaka. I think he's great defensively, like we all say he is. 1v1s, he can be suspect positionally. Going forward, he's not it. He's not it. And, it was already like that under Oli. It's even more evident now under Ranić that Wan-Bissaka he can't attack efficiently. And he's how many assists does he have this season? I think the low ever since he came in for those couple of games, he had 2 assists, I think it is. So, look, in terms of is he going to go for 4-2-2-2? I know a lot of people are discussing that this 4-2-2-2 isn't working. In my opinion, right, the 4-2-2-2... Well, he played more of a 4-4-2 against Wolves. That can interchange in a game. A 4-4-2 to a 4-2-2 to a 4-5-1, all of that. So, but in terms of the formation itself, I think it's not working because we're not using the right players in that position. If you're going to play 4-2-2 with the current squad, you got to play... You know what? I'd probably still play a Matic, to be honest. But if you're going to be honest, you're probably going to play that same back four with... I'd probably play Varane, Bailly, Luke Shaw with Dalot, probably Fred and Van der Beek, even though I'm not too sure about that partnership in the pivot position. Bruno, Sancho, and then you play Ronaldo and Cavani, most likely. So that's... I'm going to be honest, I kind of expected that team when Ranić came. I thought he would drop McFred. I thought he would play Fred. I think Fred is one of the best pressers in our team. I think he would play him. I thought he would play Van der Beek. And none of that has happened. And that makes me think, why not? Why is he not playing these players who suit his system? Why is he looking at a team that won the previous game? Oh, we should use them again against this team. Doesn't make sense to me. But what I expected was Van der Beek to come in, Fred to come in. I expected Cavani and Ronaldo to play. They have played, of course. And to be honest, I expected Dalot to come in, and he's come in. But definitely Fred and Van der Beek, I expected to have a place in the team. And I expected Sancho and Bruno to play quite often. I didn't expect Greenwood to come in the midfield. He's done decent in the midfield, to be honest, but Rashford in midfield, no. Doesn't work. I've already said this before. Striker's mentality, even though he's not a proper striker, he's got that striker's mentality to just shoot. He doesn't pass well. He tries to do too much on the ball sometimes. Just pass, quick. But that's what we should be doing. Quick passing, and that's what Van de Beek will bring. And this press, it's gone in the bin ever since that Palace game. So where was I at? Look, FA Cup. I think who would I play in front of the defence? I would probably go. You know what the thing is, 7 days break. I would probably still go Van de Beek and Matic, to be honest. I think there's a level of control we don't have when Matic is not on the pitch. I'm going to be honest. And 4-2-2, we can be slapped up on the wings. But I tell you what, when Wan-Bissaka was playing against Wolves, he was just defending. He wasn't moving forward. He wasn't overlapping enough. And even when he was overlapping and receiving the ball, he was doing some stupid crosses. And well, we put some decent crosses here and there, but some of them were silly. Some of them, when you tried to cross it, went straight out for a goal kick. It's crazy. But in a 4-2-2 system, look, you need to play a high line. You need to play counter-pressing football, because if you're going to play the low, you need to do that. Even with Wan-Bissaka, you should do that, because he's good defensively, and he'll have more opportunities going forward. But I'll stick with the low. In front of the pivots, I would probably play Bruno and Sancho, and I'll play Ronaldo and Cavani. Or maybe Ronaldo and Greenwood. Maybe Greenwood up front. But, Greenwood and Rashford are currently being used in the midfield, because clearly Rangnick does rate Ronaldo and Cavani up front. But how are you going to provide for your front line when you have McTominay and Fred, or McTominay and Matic? Clearly that they're not good enough. McTominay and Matic for me. I thought it worked against Burnley. Didn't work against Wolves, because they clearly have a better midfield partnership. And we need a midfielder. We need a midfielder. And that's it for me. We need a midfielder. There's been a lot of discussion about mindset and if we need a right back, if we need another centre back. Personally, Bailly should be our centre back with Varane. Left back should be Luke Shaw. Right back should be Delo. He can be developed into a great right back, in my opinion, in this system. And the midfield, for me, we need a midfielder, a world-class defensive midfielder. I'll play Van de Beek, Bruno, Sancho, and I'll play Ronaldo and Cavani. And that's it. That's what I would do until the end of the season, to be completely honest, and see what we can do. Let's see what Rangnick does. I really hope he goes in for it, because I'm kind of nervous for this Villa game. Villa, we know how Villa play. They will press. They will play very attacking football. What happened earlier on this season? We lost to Villa. And we got slapped up in that game as well. We wasn't even close in that game in the league. So Villa are going to cause us some trouble, just like they did in the league. And it's an FA Cup game. It's at Old Trafford. I mean, you got fans there. Like, you got to turn up. And against Wolves, we didn't. So trouble in this game, I would say. The thing is, I wouldn't say Villa are similar to Wolves, because they press way more than Wolves do. I was actually surprised that Wolves didn't press a bit more, because I thought they were a bit more of a pressing team, but they're not, because I haven't watched them much this season. But I have watched bits where they did press, but clearly they're not. They allowed us to have the ball, and they said, try and walk through us, try and go past us, and we didn't. We couldn't. Too much of a good midfield they have, very compact at the back. Even someone like Nelson Semedo, who's not good defensively. I mean, they play a back three, so of course he's got more support, even if he loses the ball. But we made him look world class in that game. It's crazy. But Villa Wolves, I think Villa are going to cause us a lot of trouble. I think they're going to be quick. They're going to be looking to get those goals in, and it's going to be tough for us. It's going to be tough. But prediction, guys, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. I always try to be optimistic, but I think I'm gonna. I said 1-0 to us against Wolves, and then Wolves beat us 1-0. It's mad. If we play how we played against Wolves, we're going to get battered. And it'll probably be 2-3-0, because Villa are definitely a bit more clinical than what Wolves are this season. So I'm going to say 2-1. Guys, let me know what you think. It's a shambolic moment at Manchester United. The situation at Manchester United right now is a shambles. So, guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.